Hi, this is Atya here. Welcome to PhDpreneur, where we discuss PhD mindset and personal finance. Today we are going to discuss about books which help beginners to enhance their knowledge on personal finances, on money management, anything. We see so many jargons being thrown around like equity, shares, stock market. Nobody really knows the meaning. I feel one area which is often neglected is personal finance. We speak about investing when we do not know the basics of saving. Today's video will cater to everyone who wants to increase their knowledge base as far as personal finances section is concerned. So without further ado, let's begin with today's video. Total Money Makeover is considered as the gospel in personal finance area. This is a very straightforward book and the approach is also quite straightforward. If you are struggling with debt or you need information on getting out of debt, how to manage your money, then this book is for you. This will give you a step-by-step guide and instructions as to what all you can do to achieve your final goal. Okay, this just does not have philosophies or strategies, but it is a step-by-step plan, and that is what I like most about personal finance books and any books in general. There are few books which will give you carve out the strategies. There are few books that will give you a step-by-step guide, and there are few books which combine both. Okay, so this is more of a second category, and this makes it an extremely versatile and a useful resource for beginners. If you are somebody who responds to tough love, then I think this resource is for you. Sometimes you need somebody to show you a mirror, and that is when you act. So I think this book is a good form of that. Now, money management starts with cutting down unnecessary expenses. That is where this book features in. The No Spend Challenge guide is something that will challenge you to stop unnecessary expenditures and save more money. So this book is more geared towards this aspect of personal finance management. I've seen some people who can go on for days without spending any money, and it is not easy. There has to be a proper strategy to avoid impulse buying, to control your emotions, and to manage everything. So I think this is a good resource for that. A highly popular book, I Will Make You Rich by Ramit Sethi, is something that everyone should have in their personal finance library. The one thing that struck a chord with me about this is that the author does not make you feel guilty about spending extra. In fact, he encourages you to spend extravagantly on things you love, as long as you cut down on things which don't get joy to you. Topics like managing student debt, setting up no-fee, high-interest bank accounts. Also, he takes you through his journey of managing his own personal finances, which I found quite interesting. Topics like savings and cutting on expenditure on unnecessary things. This book includes investment advice, which anybody can practice. Also, one thing that I noticed is it also focuses on how to make purchases which cost a lot, like buying a house or buying a car. So how these things can be managed properly, that is also quite well discussed. Sometimes along with step-by-step guide books, you also need books who give you practical strategies. Okay, this book is one of that. This helps managing your relationship with money, and specifically with respect to women. I think this can be read by both men and women, but certain limiting beliefs that we tend to have. So this also tries to work around that. The format of this book is quite interesting. This includes interviews and anecdotes from women who have struggled to have a six-figure business. I think the limiting beliefs that we as women put on ourselves, that only tries to hinder the progress rather than something external. So this book really works well around working about your relationship with money and also tackling the limiting beliefs associated with it. If you are a student and just beginning out with reading books related to personal finance, then you could go for this one. So this is mainly for millennials who are struggling with finances, and the focus of this book is mainly on clearing student debts. So if this is a topic relevant for you, you can go for this one. I found this quite basic. Helpful information is there, but if you are a beginner, then you can go for this. Now that we have covered all these resources, I would like to give 2 bonus resources which are very relevant to Indian context. First one is Let's Talk Money. Now this book is it's not an exhaustive resource. If you are a beginner and you are trying to understand the world of personal finance, say suppose retirement, equities, investments, savings, all these topics are covered in one book, and which is this one. It's very easy to understand. If you want to understand the concepts, then start with this book. Okay, then you can go for other books. If I could recommend one book from all the books that we have discussed, and also the book that I am going to discuss next, it would be this one. Go for this one. Moving a little ahead from personal finances, if you want to understand the Indian economy in general, there are several things which come up in newspapers. There are a lot of terms being thrown around. So if this you really need to understand, if you wish to understand the economic scenario as far as our country goes, then this book is for you. The financial sector risks as well as challenges. This is very well illustrated in this book. What is your favorite genre of books? Let me know, because earlier as we age, I think our taste in reading also evolves. So earlier my go-to category was inspirational, motivational, those kind of books, and it is very recently that I have started moving into this genre. So let me know in the section. If you want to suggest any book or anything, do let me know in the comments.